Hi there, and thank you for joining me today as we recreate Maniology's August Manny and Me Sail Away Manicure set. Without further ado, we're going to get started. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Nail Art by Sin. We've already unboxed all of the Maniology subscription boxes, but I did want to try a little bit of stamping today. So I'm going to do this video, and it's a trial video just to kind of see how it goes. I did want to recreate their suggestion manicure there by Maniology, so I'll try and do that. So I have the two nail polishes here that came in the subscription box, and this one is Pearl and Anchor. It's P184, and this is a nail lacquer, so this is the actual polish. And then this is the stamping polish Lost at Sea B558. So I have those two. I did pull out a Puan stamping polish red and another blue by Puan. And I have a white gel polish by Guibofu. And then I have three stamping stampers here. I need to grab my little scraper, and I will be right back. Alright, so I do have my two little scrapers. I have one that's Maniology scraper, and then I have another one that's just a plain plastic one that I've used. I have the two plates here from Maniology for August, and it's got some really nice designs, so I am going to be pulling the blue film off of these right here. And I have my nails that I have already prepped. These are press-on nails, and these nails that I am using right now are, let's see here, it's this brand, it's L and Nailed It, and they're soft gel tips, and they are the square extra long, and I did fit them to my size. They're a little long for my preference, but just kind of practicing with stamping, so I like to see how they work. Also got me a paper towel, and then I have these little I had ordered these on Temu, but they're 50 pieces, and they're like a lint cloth. So there's 50 sheets here. I turned it upside down because I just want to use the sticky part. So we'll see how these work. If not, I'll pull out my lint roller. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. First thing I'm going to do is I've decided that I'm going to do the pinky white, paint this one's the silver. I'm going to paint this one silver, this one white, and I'll do this one silver as well. So I'll do that first with the nail lacquer that came with Maniology. We'll do this right here. Oh, that goes on really nice. We'll do 2 coats of this. You can definitely smell that this is nail lacquer. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move my little nail prop things here. And I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, and what I did was I plugged in this pink dryer that I have back here. It just blows air. It's an air dryer. So I'm going to put these 3 nail lacquer ones back here and turn it on. So it's a little bit loud. My apologies. And in the meantime, I will take this off of here. I think I'm going to put on my gloves because I don't want to ruin my manicure set that I did. This turned out so pretty. And so I'm going to leave those drying for about maybe 3 minutes. Just to make sure that they're dried really good before I put on the next coat. I am going to pause the video while it is doing that. While the nail lacquer is drying, I'm going to paint my 2 white nails. But I am using white gel for this. Let me get my gloves on. This is a real pretty manicure that I put together. Aren't they gorgeous? I just don't want to ruin them, and that's why I'm going to wear my gloves right now. Okay. I really like this Guibofu brand of gel polish. You really just need one coat. It's just not in comparison to the ingredients that this has versus Madame Glam, but the coverage is very much on cue with that. I think I touched that with my gloves, so let me just fix that real quick. Let me see if it will self-level itself. I know it will, so I'm going to let that do that real quick. Put these in the lamp for 60 seconds each. I'm going to go ahead and get my little these are the magnets. Pretty cool. Let me put a good coat of this on now, the lacquer. And from what I'm understanding, this is like a cat eye lacquer, so let's see if that works. this. See how this is going to work. It says to get it very close and not to touch it, and it's supposed to do like a ripple, so let's do that. Oh yeah, it does. Looks really nice. Absolutely. Don't really see it doing that much as far as a ripple effect, but I guess if you barely, yeah, I see it now. If you barely, just don't touch it. It is doing it. I don't know if you can see that or not on the, can you see that? You don't want to touch it, you just want to bring it right up next to it. Kind of looks like maybe if you threw a rocket at it, it would dent it like it would dent a car. That's what it's giving it, that effect. Yeah, like a little denting effect. Okay, so I took the two white ones out of the gel lamp, so we are going to clean the plate off with pure acetone just to make sure and get all the oils off of it. the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the little seahorse there, just like they have it on their pinky. Hopefully it'll fit, because this is a pretty skinny little nail, but we'll try it, see if it works. Now what I like to do before I stamp is I do like to go in with the gel top coat. That way if I make a mistake, I can just take it off real quick. And that's what I'm going to try here. And this is a no white top coat. And even though that is a nail lacquer, once it dries really good, I will also put a top coat, a gel top coat on it. As long as it's dry, you can put a gel top coat on it. So far, so good. And I have taken this out of the air dryer. So I'm going to put a top coat on here just so I can stamp away without having any worries. I have to really practice and get better at using that magnet. I wasn't used to it. So it looks a little dented. I guess the dented looks a little bit, but it's probably could have been better if I would have spent more time on them, so it's okay. Alright, now we're going to get ready to do our stamping. Alright, so we're going to I'm going to use the Pooh in red. I'll save the blue for other stamping, the other blue from Maniology. So let me see if I can get this red done. And it picked it up perfect. Okay, so we're going to remove that. Oh my God, that looks so good. Let's see if I can get this on here just perfect. beautiful. Look at that. Oh my. See if I can get some more light on it for you. Look at that. That is a perfect, perfect stamp. Awesome. Okay. And I think with the nail being so long, I probably should maybe stamp some little waves on top and on the bottom. Let me look at some of the other ones. Maybe I should stamp this one here. I'm not sure. Maybe this on the bottom. That would be enough, I think. Okay, let's try that. Let me clean this off first. I like to clean off the plates after every use. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to use some blue, some of the Maniology blue. Try some of this right here. Absolutely perfect. That looks perfect. I think that looks great just the way it is. What do you guys think? Does that need anything else? I don't think so. Okay, we'll leave it just like that for right now. Okay, let me clean off my for this next white one, somehow they did this. I think they did the red stripes. Maybe they did reverse stamping. It's not can think of. Let's see here. Let me look at this. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this one a little different, only because this nail is so long. I just don't think I can line up the lines if I need to do it up at the top and then line it up at the bottom. So I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to do this nail with using this end of the waves in blue, and then I'll do, I don't know, maybe a different color. I want to kind of stay with the, I guess I'll put red birds on it. I'm not really sure how to do that. Let me see here. Either that, or I need a long plate. I don't know just how to quite do this. I tried to do it. I thought I was recording, but it sure wasn't recording very well. So let me just wipe this plate clean real quick. Yeah, it didn't turn out when I did it the way they did it. It just didn't come out very well at all. I have to get a little creative with the long nail. I didn't think about that when I chose this size nail. So, let's see here. I guess I'm gonna do the waves. I'm gonna try it and see what I do. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. See, I did it a little crooked, so I'm gonna have to redo this one. And clean off my, I don't like the way that looks. So the good thing about using a top coat is that your stamping will come off so easy, and it doesn't stain the nails. So that's what I like about putting a top coat before I just need to make sure it's dry before you do it again. So let me try that again. Let's try it one more time. All right, let's try this. Okay, need to add a few more waves right over here. Let's see if that'll let me do it over here. Ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to pop this out. I can't see. Okay, I'm gonna clean the thing off again. Let's put a few more waves there on the end. Let's see here. Guess I'm just kind of experimenting here. Let's see what I can do here. Very nice. That's better. Okay. Now I'm going to see if I can put a few more waves going up the side. Very nice. Okay, that looks good. I think that looks great, actually. Okay, now I'm going to put the birds on. This little pad is working out perfect, by the way. You just dot your little thing like that. Okay. So, clean this. See if I can get some birds in here. see if this silver will let me do some stamping with it. Let's just try it, see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Nope. Not a good, didn't pick it up well at all. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's clean that off and need to try different. I guess I should use black because birds are black, so let's see. Yep, that'll work. It's gonna work perfect. All right. Oh, that looks real pretty. Might even put a few more birds down here. All right, let's see. Put a few more birds down here. There you go. Now that looks great right there. All right. Looks perfect. Well, now that I'm looking at it, I probably should have flipped this. Because it'll be on the nail going that way, which is fine. But this one will be on the nail this way and it's upside down. So, let me turn this around. That might be good. Okay. See how easy that came off, because I had not, I had a top coat on this one. So I'm going to flip it around. Okay. That way it'll point down. I'll go in the same direction. It's a learning curve for me here. So, okay, let's do this again. There you go. Perfect. All right. All right, there you go. And now I just got to do the little blue. Let's see. I used the Maniology blue, so who's this right here? Right. There you go. Alright, hopefully I didn't wait too long on that because I had to wipe something off. Let's see. Perfect. That looks great. There you go. Now they're both facing the same way. So that when I have them on and somebody is looking at, they're facing the same way. Still doesn't look right to me. I did it backwards again. Oh my gosh. Really, Cindy? This is crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it like that because it looks good anyways. Okay. Okay, so on the index finger, which is this one here, which is that one there, they've got the silver lacquer polish on the nail, and then they've got the blue, the Maniology Lost at Sea B558, and they have this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I may have to see if I can splice it together because it is a very long nail. So let's see what happens. Try and splice it together, see what happens. All right, there's that one. That went on perfect. And let's see if I can add the top portion to it again. hope this works. Oh, did it perfect. Wow. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. Look at that. Can't even tell where I put it together. That looks amazing. Wow. I'm really impressed with that. Very nice. Okay, so we will put that there. And for this one, which is the ring finger, they have this design right here. So I'm assuming that maybe they did the red first and then the blue anchor. So let's try that. Clean this off first. Okay, so that is over here. So let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can do this. Okay. All right, let's try this out. So we're going to be removing the anchor first. All right, let's try that. All right, let's do that first. Let's do, because the nail is so long, I'm going to do something else on the bottom. Maybe something that has wording on it, I guess. Let's see. Let's do this one. It says, seize the day. Let's try that. Seize the day. Okay, seize the day. We'll do it in red as well. seize the day. And now let's try and do the little anchor in the middle. Perfect. That looks nice. Very nice. I like that. Okay. And now let's do some water and a sailboat. How's that? Blue water and a red sailboat. I think this is a layering plate. I'm going to try it on a test now first. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of talking to myself. All right. Let's do it on a test first. All right, we'll do it on this one. It's a ring swatch bit. We'll test it on that. So I'm assuming that maybe you do we'll do the blue first. Okay. Blue first. All right. Let that dry a little bit. Okay, then we're going to do I guess the red over here. Let's try and do that. Oh, got it. I messed it up. Okay. Sorry guys, this is a new plate for me too, so I'm gonna take this off, start again. Okay, this goes with this. So, okay, let's do this one. I'll do a red boat. And then we'll do a black outline. How's that? Okay, let's try that. Red boat. I love doing these videos with you where I'm basically learning alongside of you. I don't claim to be a perfect stamper, but it's a great learning curve. Okay. Now I'm going to do the black outline. And I don't have a black Maniology polish. I'm gonna have to go in there and buy me some polishes, but I do have Puin, I've got Born Pretty, I've got Moyu Lundell, all stamping polishes, so, and I really do like the Puin ones also, so they work just perfect. I don't have any problems at all. Okay, let's take this off, and let's try the outline. Let's see how this works. I just need to line it up better, but it looks pretty good, I guess. All right. I'm gonna practice it a couple more times before I stick it on my nail. I'm gonna pause. I did a test, and this is the red sailboat with a black outline. So tried to line it up as best as I could. Still, I think I could be a little bit better, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. And I'll show you the sailboat that I did. I just always clean off my little testing nails so that I can reuse them. Okay, I did this one here with the black outline, so I think we're going to use that one. There you go. All right, so here we go. Try it again one more time. Maybe I'll do a blue outline. Maybe the black is too overpowering. So let's do red background on the sailboat. And we're going to scrape it off. And it picks up very well. The polish and the stampers pick up very, very well. Okay, so we're going to go with this. Right. And before I do the outline, I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to do some waves on the side here. I think we're going to do some of the waves coming down. I'll try that. We'll do some blue waves. some of these little waves right here. We'll continue with the waves coming down like that. Alright, I'm going to dry that a little bit because it's wet. And then we'll do the waves around this way. I like the little curly waves, they're cute. Yep. This one's pretty much goner. Try this one. This one's for layered stamping. Try this one. Okay. Let's do a black outline. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry that took so long, guys, and I wasn't talking to you guys. I was focusing. Okay, here we go. I apologize. Sometimes when you have very long nails, press-on nails on your little holder, it shifts and moves, and that doesn't help. So okay, I'm going to do the outline. I am going to do it in black. I thought about doing it in blue, but that's a lot of blue with all the waves. I don't know if I put too much waves on there. I'm a little concerned about that, but I will do it over if I need to. Yep. See, I waited too long on that. So this is a new stamper, and sometimes they have to get broken. I almost like using the old stamper. Okay, let's try this again. See, the old stamper picks up perfect every time, but it's got a couple of little tears in it. Let's see what happens here. There you go. Now that looks really nice, I think. Kind of went over some of the waves. I think I put too many waves on it. Thinking I like overlap the waves just to kind of give it, I don't know, I don't like it. Okay, give me a second. So I just wanted to show you that one, I think I put too much of the lacquer here because it really kind of caked on a little bit. But anyways, I'd cover that up with the waves, but I think I put too much waves, so that's why I took it off. And good thing I had a top coat on it because it made it very easy to remove that. So let me start over again with the waves. Okay guys, I'm gonna really be focusing, so I may not be talking a lot. Let me do some of these curly waves. Close these up before I spill them. I have been known to knock them over. Okay, start over. Because the set looks so pretty, I just don't want to ruin it too much with putting too much. Okay, let's do this. All right. See what this does. Let's start over. Gonna do the side first. So I'm going to do it like this. Alright. And I'll put just a little bit down here because I did miss that. That's perfect. Alright, now I'm going to put a little bit on this side here, and that's it. I'm not going to go way overboard. almost done. Almost done. All right. Need to clean off that plate. All right. Here we go. One more time with the squiggly waves. All right. I think we're ready. All right, let's try this side. This one has a little bit of something right there. All right. All right, let me remove this because I need some more curlies and I've got straight here. I need some curly waves there. All right, here we go. There you go. That's perfect. That is perfect. That turned out really well. I'm happy with that. So now we're going to let all this dry just a little bit. And then I'll put the top coat on. So not bad. It looks a little bit like the inspiration. They don't show the thumbnail, so I just got kind of creative with the curly waves. And I think they look really nice. So there's my inspiration. This is my inspiration. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let me know in the comments what you guys think. So this is the August Naughty But Nice Manny and Me box, subscription box from Maniology. And this is my version of it. So I think it turned out really good. I'm very happy with it. The nails are a little bit longer than I normally wear, but you know what? I might wear them for a day or so. There you go.
Here is an image of the recreated Sail Away manicure set. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching my video. I know it's a little bit longer than I normally post them, but this was a nice recreation. of the Sail Away Manicure set for Maniology. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.